So good evening. I'm here to talk about how we managed to crowdfund for Heroes Beacon. I'm going to talk about crowdfunding a small business. I'm one of 4 owners of Heroes Beacon Comics and Games. We've been open for the last 6 months. Myself, Steve Henderson, Chris Duffield, and Tara Henderson are the owners. If you're in there any given day, it's probably going to be Steve and Chris behind the counter. They're working there full time. I've come in sort of a little later into the adventure. I myself am as mentioned earlier, I'm a Weight Watchers facilitator. I'm a full-time employee at Mariner Innovations as an IT consultant. Iron Man is not an employee. Speaking of cosplay, though, that's a fine example of cosplay. So Steve and Chris got down one day and decided, we want to own a comic and game shop. They built this great business case. The numbers looked good, but they ran into a small hurdle. They worked as clerks making minimum wage. It's kind of hard to find money. You need money to make money. So there's the catch. Fortunately, they had a very large group of acquaintances, customers who were supportive, thought it was a great idea. There's a large gaming community in St. John that really was hoping for something like this store idea of theirs. And a lot of people that wanted to help. And a friend of theirs, Pete, said, well, why don't you look at crowdfunding? Why don't you look at Indiegogo or Kickstarter? And the idea behind crowdfunding is essentially asking for small donations from people. And all those small donations, hopefully, will add up to help fund your endeavor, to help fund whatever project you're undertaking. Now, again, as I mentioned, there's Kickstarter, Indiegogo. You've probably heard of both of them. The trick with Kickstarter is you have to produce a tangible good, whereas Indiegogo, you don't. So they're great for artists, people making movies, businesses. It's a little more in line there. Also, if you don't hit your target, they won't cancel all your funds. The trick with Indiegogo is also to offer perks. So you want to offer people gifts or something to thank them for their donation, usually something comparable of worth. We offered, of course, the other trick is if you're going to offer these perks, you'll make sure you're not draining the bank, making less money than you're taking in by offering a whole bunch of expensive perks. We went fairly small. We offered people dice, t-shirts, tote bags. We also had some intangibles like an invitation to our launch party. So if you support us, you can come to our launch party. Memberships, one-year membership, premium memberships to the store. And those went over fairly well. The other thing you want to put some thought into is how long do you want to run your campaign? If you run your campaign for too long, people are going to forget to donate. You're going to lose steam. If it's too short, people are going to have time to raise the money they want to give you. You're not going to raise enough. The other thing is you have to make sure that you can't count on your campaign going viral by itself. You're going to need to push it. So we went out to social media, print media, blogs. We talked to anyone we could about Heroes Beacon and what we had planned to do. In the end, we did have a great deal of success. We received over 100 contributions. We raised over $11,000 online alone, another $2,000 from in-person contributions. So the total we raised was $11,000, which is pretty nice. And it came from a lot of different places we didn't expect, from contacts we had in different provinces, even in the US. Just again, word of mouth, people who shared our interest and thought, you know what, these guys need a chance, and we want to see their dreams succeed. Now, that being said, $11,000 isn't going to start you a small business, but it'll get your foot in the door. It certainly gets the ball rolling, gets people talking. We received a lot of support, a lot of engagement from people in the community. And we continue to receive that support when we were trying to get things started. We had people come out, help out. If they couldn't help out with the crowdfunding, they offered their help in other ways. So we sort of built this great little community just through the Kickstarter endeavor. People felt like they had some sort of ownership to the business, which really helped it succeed. We also try to give back. We give to the IWK Children's Hospital. We raised $1,200 at a gaming marathon we did. So in any way we can, we want to sort of give back to the community. And we received a lot of very positive feedback as a result. People feel welcome at the store. They feel like, again, they're invested and involved because they've helped contribute to it. They've helped to build it. So if you have an idea, if you have a small business, you have a project you want to undertake, you do have that support, you have people who want to stand up and help you, maybe crowdfunding is the way to get that ball rolling. So thank you very much for giving me a few minutes of your time. We'll see you around.